Hey, Aquarius. Welcome back to Money Mirror Monday. Let's dive right in. Let's not waste no time. Let's see what the energy is revolving your money right now. We have Page of Swords. All right. So it looks like you're going to need to take charge. You have something that's okay. You have something that's coming in. You have something that's coming in worth celebrating. Hmm. Get ready to take, I'm hearing get ready to take action. Get ready to take control. But I feel like this take action is not just moving sporadically. I feel like you're going to need to move with intention around this that's coming in with your finances. And whatever this is coming in, it could start off with something small, like probably like a small opportunity, or like you might receive like the amount. Like if it's money, it might come in like in a small amount, but it is it's gonna increase. I'm hearing increase over time. This is something that's going to. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting these downloads. Spirit is trying to tell me, and then I'm trying to say it, but then I get stuck on the verbiage. So it might like the payoff might seem small at first, but it's big altogether. Like you might get like a little something, but that little something is gonna hold you over till the bigger comes in, or like it's or like the end result is big. I'm talking about big, like a nice size. And I feel like this is gonna be something that's like continuously, could be monthly, something that's steady. Okay. I feel like Aquarius that something that could block this from coming in is maybe you like I feel like it's gonna something is let me pull a few more cards, Aquarius. I just want to make sure. Hmm. You trying to take action. You trying to take action around something. You trying to take action about something that you invested in. You trying to take action about something that you invested in that you were supposed to receive. You were supposed to receive like a lump sum of, but you might have only got like a little piece, or it might feel like nothing. Probably got nothing. It was supposed to come in, but it didn't come in how you expected it to. But it's given like, it is given Aquarius like a plan was delayed. Somebody took off. Somebody took over. Maybe you trying to take action about what you feel you deserve when it comes to your finances. Some might have blocked this from coming in fully. I feel like something probably blocked this in from coming fully. It could have something to do with a third party. I feel like the only way to really like unblock this is just to let karma do what it's supposed to do. Yeah, it's something around. Something spiritually got to be. Because in order for your. Oh, wow, I just got another download. I feel like for some of my Aquariuses, you took charge on the money. Like you took things into your own hands about a money situation that you must work hard to get this going or whatever it is, and then you didn't get to see anything in return. Could have been blocked by a third party, but you know, the only way to get things back flowing is some type of spiritual justice, like karma. Like you gotta, like God gotta, like something about like karma. Something about karma. I feel like you gotta let God distribute karma. Karma gotta be distributed. Some type of spiritual karma is the only thing that's gonna clear this out, this blockage out. Did you block yourself? Cause I feel like you've been getting a lot of messages when it comes to money. I feel like you've been getting a lot of like we've been doing your reason and kept talking about like spiritual lessons, tests around money, and then now we're doing this spread, and it looks like you did. It looks like you took things into your own hands about like what you felt you deserved. You was working hard to get some money to come in, and you didn't even get to like reap anything, hardly anything from it. It could have something to do, like I feel like it was blocked because of a third party. And the only way to like magnetize your money and unblock it is karma, spiritual, like something about karma is the only thing that could unblock it. And spiritually, you have to go through something spiritual or something about spiritually, like it got to be decided to unblock your money, or I mean for you to attract money. I feel like spirit was trying to offer you something, but you were so stuck on something else. Like spirit literally was trying to offer you something and you disregarded it. You disregarded it. And by doing that, you tied your own hands from fulfillment and success. True fulfillment and success. Mm. You took things into your own hands and tried to make them go your way. And in doing so, you was mad, you was upset, and you moved in a rebellious like manner, even though spirit warned you. You were warned to do it differently and you didn't. You moved in a rebellious like manner. You move. I don't know why I'm getting like you fought fire with fire. You knew the right thing to do, but you knew the right thing to do, but you still went and did. You went and did something that pleased your flesh. You went and did something that pleased your flesh. You went and did something that pleased your flesh because you felt like you could. You felt like you could do anything you wanted to do. I'm here untouchable. I feel like you did whatever you wanted to do because you felt like you couldn't be touched. Now you getting a spiritual Lord our Father. Now you getting a spiritual ass whooping. Now you got a debt to pay, a karmic debt to pay. Now you got a karmic debt to pay. You couldn't see past the bigger picture. You couldn't see past the bigger picture. This really was in reverse, and the Queen of Cups was really in reverse, but you couldn't see past the bigger picture. You couldn't see past the bigger picture. Wow, Aquarius. You let your bitterness and emotions get the best of you. It's like now you ain't. Seriously, Aquarius. I feel like I have to go back and look at the readings I did, but this feel like like right now I'm getting like you, because I feel like we have been talking about this for a while. Like we've been talking about these for a couple of reads, right? And at that point in time, I feel like it was a choice. But in this spread, you've made that choice. You've already made that choice. You made that choice to do the opposite of what was right. And so now you're getting a spiritual ass whooping. Like you block, like you block your, like you holding yourself back because you made a decision that's holding you back from nobody, because you ultimately made this decision and it's hindering you from your true happiness, your true familiar, true fulfillment, true success, for a fleshly fulfillment. You feel like you could do anything and not be touched, and then now you getting a spiritual ass whooping. Now you getting a spiritual ass whooping. You let your ego and your arrogance and your emotional bitterness take over. And now you don't even have, now you got empty offers, empty, like empty cups. Now you got empty cups, like nothing is flowing for you. Now you're going to have to sit up here and, you know, it's like survive. Now you finna be in survival mode. Like I'm hearing penny pinching. You lost because you couldn't walk away. All spirit asked you to do was change your mindset, and you couldn't do that. So now this was a test. You were supposed to test that you were supposed to move on for, but you couldn't move on from, but you couldn't let it go. Now, since you act like whatever was taken from you was meant more than your obedience, or you receiving what, it's like I'm getting like, you were supposed to let it go, man. You were supposed to let it go. You were supposed to let it go and let God handle it. And because you decided to take things into your own hands, now you left lost. But you at a loss. Now you gonna learn this lesson in a whole nother way. You gonna learn this lesson in a whole nother way, because you weren't capable of looking at it from a different view, from your highest self. You could not, you failed to look at this situation from your highest self. You materialistic. You're materialistic. And it's costing you in the end. Now your money is blocked. Your abundance is blocked. It's you going through a period of struggle. You gonna constantly be on edge fighting. Like you gonna fight more now than you would have if you would have just let go and let God. Now I feel like, the thing that you cherishing the most is going to be taken away from you. Like in this situation, I feel like it was money. I feel like this was some type of took things, and it had something to do with money. And because you know, you put material comfort, material security before, listening to God, it's going to be taken away from you. Now you're going to be struggling. Now you're really going to be in pain because you really love your money. Like I'm getting like an Aquarius that's like so hurt. All you doing is praying, trying to get right. Now you trying to get right. But I feel like it's done. Like it's just, you caused this to yourself though. You caused this to yourself. You could pray all you want, but you had a choice to make, and you could not lay down. Now it's like now you want to lay down your swords. Now you want to pray. You want to do all of this stuff. Well, why you didn't do this when the opportunity was given to you? You had an opportunity to lay down your sword, and you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it whatsoever. And so now you couldn't. You had to be what you felt like was the victor. Now you done lost. Now you done lost for real, all around the board. Stubborn. Won't listen. And I feel like, yeah. Your view was one-sided. Your view was one-sided. And it wasn't from a spiritual aspect. You couldn't let it go. You couldn't let it go that this person got away. It was somebody you was in a connection with. But see, you lost the connect. I mean, you ain't. The thing about it was, you didn't lose with this person. They really was the one who had lost in the end, but you just could not let it go. Now, man, I feel like you finna be working hard to pay back this karmic debt. You are. I feel like you're gonna be working hard to pay back this karmic debt when it's supposed to be the other way around. You're gonna have a lot to pay too. You're gonna have a lot to pay. Oh man. Impulsiveness. You changed the narrative of the story in a negative way. Instead of following your intuition and know what's right. They keep talking about the thing that you could not let it go. You just really could not let it go. You're taking a hit to your finances. Use emotion. And this person, now they won. Now they won. And moved on. And then now you trying to pick up the pieces. Because you chose to sit in this illusion that you lost. You chose to sit in this illusion that you lost. So now you really finna lose and have to really, now you really finna lose shit to make you change your ways. You really gonna have to do some real deal. You gonna have to do some real deal shit in order to restore. I feel like it's being taken away though. And I feel like you're gonna realize that you played yourself. And threw yourself right off the pivot. Threw yourself right out of your 4 wands. Block. Nope. Block. Keep getting blocked. Now you in this you finna be in this 9 of wands energy. I don't know, Aquarius. That's wild. You had a choice to make. You didn't make the right choice. You still sat out there and did whatever you want to do. Now it's like you done. Well, is the person gonna get? I can't even tell you if the person is gonna even get karma debt. I feel like the person, you cleared their karmic debt for them. You cleared their karmic debt by taking things into your own hands. So instead of them, getting karma for their actions, you took things into your own hands and got that karma, right? Whatever you did to win. And I kind of want to know what you did to win. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I really want to know what you did to win. What did you have to do? And I feel like you did whatever it took to win. I feel like you did whatever it took to win. So if that meant whatever that means, whatever you did whatever it took to win. You did whatever it took to win, Aquarius, because you couldn't let it go. So if that meant, I don't know what the fuck. I can't even imagine, because I know how y'all get. When y'all feel like somebody did y'all something, y'all get real, ooh. Y'all and them damn cancers. When y'all feel like somebody did y'all something wrong, but you got to understand that every action don't deserve a reaction. However the saying go. Some things you just gotta let go and let God, man. I swear. Some shit just don't even be fucking worth it, dog. And my heart heavy because I feel like right now, I feel like I'm at a loss. And that's your energy right now. You feel like you at a loss because you are. You didn't listen. You didn't take heed to the advice. That's like telling somebody, don't touch the stove, it's gonna burn you. Then you keep getting closer. I said, don't touch the stove, it's gonna burn you. Then you get closer. Bitch, you want to be burnt, and then you look them right in the eyes and you touch it and you hold your hand down. Now you burnt. Now you sitting there hollering, screaming, crying, begging for this and that and that. But you was giving advice not to do it. You was giving advice not to do it, and you still turned around and did whatever you felt would make your flesh happy. Now you got to deal with the consequences of pleasing the flesh. Now you got to deal with the consequences of pleasing the flesh. That's crazy. And I hated that because I really thought, but I probably, in the beginning, I said, I knew it was going to be a challenge for you because it's hard to let certain shit go, especially when you feel like somebody one-upped you. Oh, you think you got one up on me? It's an ego thing. Don't like to lose. Sometimes you got to lose and win. And I feel like, and when they say lose and win, I don't actually feel like it's a loss. I don't actually feel like it's a real loss. It's a silent gain. That's what I really feel like. Before the big gain come in. You get what I'm saying? That's wild. That's wild. Like, I got so many questions. I don't even know, like, you just keep talking about delaying. It don't say what you did. It don't say what you did to get even, but you forgetting, you going into you finna be working hard and not seeing nothing. It's a loss. Man, that shit crazy. It just keep talking about how you made this and you felt like you was right when you was doing it. You did whatever at the end it said 5 of swords energy. You did whatever it took to win. Whatever it took. But you do know that whatever you put out is what you get in. I always say it though. I always say it. Whatever energy you give is what you manifest. I'll get some Aquarius that's going to be begging for, you're going to be begging spirit to like, that shit wild, man. That shit wild. We all got to learn though. I ain't going to sit up here and act like, oh, dumbass motherfucker. I ain't finna sit up there and act like that, because it done been times where I done fucked up and made the wrong decision. But guess what? When I made that decision, I had to lay in that motherfucking decision that I made, and I had to pay my karmic debt. I did. I did. And I got to keep it real with you. Like, I can't even sugarcoat it. You sat out there and took that shit in your own hands instead of letting God handle it. Now your ass is fin to get everything back that you put out into the universe. You are. You're finna get everything back that you put out into the universe. So whatever you did to this person to try to get even or try to act like you getting your lick back, oh baby, you finna get a spiritual licking. That one was so big. That one that's gonna tear your ass up is so big. When all you had to do was let go and let God. Look at this. It was tempting you. Your ego was tempting you, and you let it get the best of you. You don't even deserve that shit, because honestly, that person tried you. But you got yourself into some shit because your ego. You so uncomfortable. You finna be so uncomfortable. You finna be so uncomfortable. And them, they don't give a fuck. They used to not having nothing. They willing to do whatever it take to survive. They used to not having nothing. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about being in no Five of Pentacles energy. As long as I'm getting the type of person that hit a lick, have this money, and be back on and back broke and be content. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna be back looking for the next opportunity. Five of Swords and the Devil card out here, man. Aquarius, I don't know. I feel bad for you. I don't know what you can do to clear this up. It's gonna take a lot of ideas seeing there. Like, it's gonna take a lot of spiritual connecting. Like, this is a spiritual ass whipping. So this, you gotta take that up with God. I don't even know. Like, I wish you the best. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I wish you the best. Wish you the best. But this is a prime example of letting go and let God. We all gotta learn that lesson, love. I'm telling you, I had to learn it. I sure did. I had to learn that lesson from trying to take things into my own hands and get even. And I had the lesson, and it almost cost me my freedom away from my children. You heard what I said? It almost cost me my freedom away from my children. So, we all done been there before. We all done made fucked up decisions. It is about how you come back from it. Okay? How you wear that ass whooping and how you come back from it. And I ain't gonna lie, like in the beginning of my ass whooping, I used to be getting drunk as fuck. For real, because it was hard to deal with the possibility of knowing that I fucked up and made this mistake, and that it's gonna cost me my freedom. Get what I'm saying? But that only went on for so long, and I was like, I gotta get my mind right. Like, I can't run from whatever this is that I'm feeling, whatever it is that I'm going through. I can't run from it. I gotta face it head on and deal with it. And I feel like that's what you gotta do. I feel like Aquarius, because it's coming on my spirit now. Because I don't even talk to anybody about, that story about me facing all that time. Never really talked about my emotions about it, but for some reason it was on my heart to talk about it. So I'm gonna talk about it with you. Okay. But when I prayed, and I held myself accountable, and I told God exactly, like, I'm going to tell you exactly how my prayer went. Forgive me, our Father, for playing like I'm God, for trying to distribute karma. For real. For trying to distribute something that I'm not the judge or the jury. I can't convict nobody of what I feel like they deserve. That's not my place. That's not my position. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not our position to, decide what somebody's fate should be. That's up to God. That's up to spirit. That's up to divine universe karma. When we take things into our own hands, that's when we and try to manipulate things. That's what make things worse. But I had to hold myself accountable for what I did, and I had to really ask for forgiveness. And when I did that, things slowly started to get better. Eventually, my case got thrown out, but I had to fight it for 2 years. You get what I'm saying? So my heart is with you because I ain't saying you, I did read the cards like it's wrong, but we all human. We've been in people, places, and things put us in emotional spaces. It put us in emotional spaces that, end up leaving us reacting and then have us in regret. But then, when we make those decisions, we gotta accept the karma that come with it, the consequences of karma that come with it, whether it's good or bad, you know. So we gotta stand 10 toes down, just like you stood 10 toes down on that decision that you made. You gotta stand 10 on the consequences that come behind it, and learn from it and grow from it. Okay, that's all I can say. I think that this is it started off about, it said from the beginning it was a test for you. It really was a test. And then the outcome for you is going to be learning accountability. That's what I really feel like it is. You're going to have to be accountable, learn how to be accountable. Because, I'm getting a feeling like, even though like this person, you had feelings for them and they manipulated you, but it's something coming to me like that it was a lot of red flags and warnings about this person anyways, that was telling you that you shouldn't even be fucked up with this person anyways. You shouldn't even be doing nothing to try to come up with them anyways, because I keep hearing how you gonna win if this person ain't even right within. This person they ain't right. A person ain't right. They gonna take from you who you in a connection with and go give it to somebody else. To me, that ain't right. You could at least gave me my portion and left and went on about your business. You couldn't even do that. You just took the whole cake. I done helped you bake this motherfucker. You done took the whole thing and ran off and ate that bitch with somebody else. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know. My heart goes out to you, Aquarius. You're gonna have to be accountable. Be accountable. We gotta start being accountable about connections, places, and things that hold us back and hinder us. We gotta be accountable for it. Yes, people do fucked up shit in this world. They do. But then we gotta hold ourselves accountable for how we let it happen to us, Especially if we going back to the same old thing, same old game. So you might have been playing this same game with this same person, and now it done finally ran its course. Because I feel like that's what it is. It was gonna run its course eventually, but this the way it ran its course. It had to end. But understand too, though, that whatever this bring, you gonna come out stronger. You gonna come out better, and you gonna be stepping into something better. Okay, so don't think that this is the end of the road. Don't think this is your end all be all. Think of it as you getting ready to go through a transformation. It's going to shape you into what you need to be spiritually, mentally, and physically. Okay, by having that self-control, that discernment. It's going to teach you accountability. It's going to teach you who and what to not be fucked up with, Aquarius. Okay, take care.